Hello again, fellow creators. Welcome back. So, today, let's talk about something that's at the very heart of what we do, right? It's that brilliant, fleeting, and honestly, sometimes super frustrating thing we call an idea. We've all been there, that amazing thought that just slips through our fingers. Well, today, we are going to fix that. We're going to unpack the expert blueprint for going from that first little spark to a full-on system so you can stop losing those great ideas and actually start making them happen. You know exactly what I'm talking about. You're in the shower, the water is running, your brain just kind of goes into that relaxed, free-floating mode, and then, bam, it hits you. That perfect plot twist, the absolute killer headline for your next article, the solution to a problem you've been banging your head against for weeks. I mean, it's just pure magic, and the idea is so clear, so perfect, you think, there's no way I'm going to forget this. But of course, life happens. You get out, you dry off, the day just grabs you. A phone call, an email, the dog needs to go out, and when you finally get a second to sit down and write it down, it's fuzzy. That brilliant line is just gone. The spark has vanished, and you're left with just this ghost of a great idea. It is one of the most maddening feelings for any creative person, and believe me, it happens to every single one of us. And let's be real, this is so much more than just a little frustration. Every single idea that gets away is a lost opportunity. It's that story that never gets written, that business that never gets started, that project that never ever sees the light of day. Think about it like a tax on your creativity, a constant drain that you pay every time you say, I had such a good idea for that, but I can't remember what it was. The good news? It's a tax we don't have to keep paying. So today, we're gonna build a better way. This is our roadmap, and it comes straight from the expert blueprint. First, we're going to completely dismantle the myth of inspiration that holds so many of us back. Then, we'll get practical and build your multimodal toolkit, the right tools for the right moments. After that, the really fun part, we'll design your personal idea ecosystem. And finally, we'll connect all the dots from capturing an idea to actually creating something with it. You ready to build your system? Let's do this. Okay, first things first, and this is probably the biggest and most important mindset shift we have to make. We've got to totally reframe how we think about creativity itself. So on the left, you see the myth we're all kind of taught growing up, that creativity is this magical lightning strike. Our job is to just sit around and wait, hoping we're in the right place at the right time. I mean, it sounds romantic, but it also makes us totally passive. We're just victims of a muse who may or may not show up. But the professional reality, the way the people who create for a living actually work, that's on the right. Creativity isn't a lightning strike, it's a garden. You have to prepare the soil. You have to plant seeds. You have to water them. It's an active, daily process. You don't wait for the muse. You build a beautiful garden that makes her want to come and hang out. And this right here is the core philosophy of the expert blueprint. Just let this sink in for a second. The problem is not that you don't have enough ideas. Your brain is an idea machine. It never stops. The real bottleneck isn't generating ideas. It's capturing and developing them. The most successful creators, they aren't necessarily smarter than you. They're just better gardeners. They have built a reliable system to catch all those little idea seeds and grow them into something real. So if we're going to be good gardeners, we obviously need the right tools, right? You can't tend a whole garden with just your bare hands. So let's move on and start building your multimodal toolkit. Now, this is a key concept from the blueprint that is a total game changer: multimodal capture. It sounds a little technical, but the idea is actually super simple. It just means using different kinds of tools to catch your ideas: pen and paper, your keyboard, your voice. Why does this matter? Well, think about it. Writing a note by hand, sketching a quick diagram, and speaking an idea out loud are all totally different actions. They literally use different parts of your brain. The science shows that each method saves the idea in a different way. Speaking it captures the rhythm, sketching it captures the shape, writing it captures the logic. When you use all of them, you're not just saving a blurry photo of your thought, you're saving a high-definition recording. So what does that actually look like? Let's break it down. You've got your analog tools, like a classic notebook or a stack of index cards. These are amazing. The physical act of writing actually slows your brain down in a good way. It's tactile, and best of all, there are zero distractions. No notifications, no pop-ups. It's just you and the page. This is perfect for mind mapping a complex idea or storyboarding a scene. Then you have digital tools. These are all about speed and convenience. Your phone is always with you, right? Voice memos are a lifesaver when you're driving or walking and some great dialogue just pops into your head. You can capture the exact wording, even the emotion in your voice. Plus, being able to search your notes later is a huge, huge advantage. The goal here isn't to pick a winner. It's to use the strengths of both. Okay, so here's how you can start building this toolkit, like right now. And these are just some ideas to get you going. Yes, they really make waterproof notepads a perfect solution to that classic shower idea problem. Get a cheap little notebook that fits in your pocket for when you're out on walks. Get really comfortable with the voice memo app on your phone. It's probably the fastest capture tool you own. Pick a dedicated digital app like Notion or Evernote to be your main hub. We'll talk more about that in a sec. And maybe just keep a stack of simple index cards on your desk. They're perfect for jotting down one thought at a time, and you can physically move them around later. You're not just buying office supplies, you're building a safety net for your ideas. Having the right tools is awesome, but a pile of hammers and saws doesn't magically build a house, you know? You need a blueprint. This next section, this is where it all comes together. This is the most critical part, connecting all those tools into one powerful ecosystem that basically runs on its own. Let me say that again because it's so important. Your tools are useless without a system. A fancy notebook you never open is just a fire hazard. A notes app with 1,000 random thoughts is just a digital junk drawer where good ideas go to die. The real magic happens when we connect everything into an idea capture ecosystem, a system that works for you, so you can spend your energy actually being creative, not just trying to remember stuff. And the Expert Blueprint gives us this beautiful, simple 4-step process. Step 1, identify your idea hotspots. Just be a detective for a week. Pay attention. Where do your best ideas really come from? The shower, your commute, that moment right before you fall asleep? Be specific. Step 2, assign a capture tool to each hotspot. Get intentional about it. If ideas hit you in the car, your go-to tool is your voice memo app. If it's at your desk, it's the index cards. Bedside table, a simple notebook and pen. You're creating a frictionless path for every situation. Step 3, and this is the absolute linchpin of the whole thing, establish your central hub. This is non-negotiable. Every note from every tool has to end up in one single place. Could be Notion, Evernote, even a physical binder. This stops things from getting scattered. And finally, step 4, the one that makes it all work. Schedule a regular review. Put it in your calendar. Every Friday for 30 minutes, you sit down and you process everything you've captured. This is where you connect the dots. And that weekly review brings us right to our final section. Because let's be clear, capturing ideas is not the end goal. The point of all of this isn't to become a world-class librarian of your own thoughts. It's to become a prolific creator. This is so important. Your system is a launch pad, not a museum. Every note, every voice memo, every scribble is just raw material. It's potential energy. Its purpose is not to sit there looking pretty in a database forever. The whole point of the system is to be a reliable bridge from that raw material to a finished piece of work, a published article, a recorded song, a completed painting. So, inside this system, every idea has a clear life cycle. First, it gets captured. It's safe. Then, during your weekly review, you assess it. This is like triage. You look at a note and ask, okay, what is this? Is it a big idea? Does it connect to a project I'm already working on? Next, for the promising ones, you develop them. You expand that one-line thought into a whole paragraph. You take 3 related notes and turn them into a mini outline. And finally, you execute. Once an idea is developed enough, you move it out of your idea hub and into your active project folder, and you start the real work of bringing it to life. What we've just laid out here, this changes everything. When you do this, you take creativity out of the world of luck and chance, and you put it squarely into the world of process. You're no longer just hoping for inspiration to strike. You are building a reliable workflow that guarantees you will always have a deep well of interesting, developed ideas ready to go. This system doesn't just manage ideas. It basically cures writer's block before it can even start. So I'm going to leave you with this question. Your brain, right now as you're listening to this, is working on your next brilliant idea. It might be minutes away, it might be hours. The question is no longer if it will come, but whether you'll be ready. Will you have a system in place to welcome it, to honor it, and to give it the chance to become what it's meant to be? Build your system. Be ready for it. Thanks so much for joining me.